Hello, hello, my crafty friends. A little bit jerky here, but be patient with me. Okay, and it looks decently straight. Check down things. So we are headed to the end of the month like it's a freight train, I feel. It is just ridiculous how crazy busy it is. So, looking pretty good here. Okay. All right. That turned out pretty good. So we're going to do a little Halloween because Halloween's right around the corner, right, guys? We like Halloween. At least I do. Dress up time, right? Adults get to be kids. And that's all sorts of fun. But I wanted to remind you that we still have the October class out here, and the cards are right there. I was attempting to find a sticker of something so that I could get some colors, but I'm not doing very good, so we're just going to look at it online because that will be faster. Yeah. So how is everybody's week going? I hope good. I do. I hope it's really good. We have some specials ending, and you know, a couple good ones too, you guys. Hey Pat, how are you? It's good to see you again for the few minutes that I got to see you. I feel like I hear myself twice. Are we good? Let me check something really quick. Whoops. I'm gonna turn my Bluetooth off. All right, that should fix the echo. All right. So these are the missing piece cards. And these kits are cut up, really ready to go. I did some extra things on here to just spice it up. I added some stickles in the sequins. I added everybody's got extra white cardstock scraps, and so I cut out, using the dies in the stamp set, the little warm hello, and then added some inside and some snowflakes to go with ours. And these are Christmas, although you could easily just make a happy birthday if you have winter birthdays. So there's a lot of versatility with this. Holiday, thinking of you. This is my favorite paper pack, that Snowflake Pine paper pack. So this will be our class. Share my dog hair on the last one. And of course, you have the flexibility to change up the pattern because there are two sides to the cardstock. So if you don't like it to be, you know, this dark, use the other side. Super cute. Look forward to teaching this class and look forward to getting these on the road to y'all. Let me put that. I just got the twine in, the volumes of twine that I needed to complete the kits. Thought I'd give you a sneak peek of next month's kit. So these are easy easel cards, and everything comes in here. And I used 2 different stamp sets, which will be featured, but just thought I'd share. And you could put whatever you want there. Thinking of you bring joys to my heart. Many thanks. There's also a birthday saying that goes with that. It says happy birthday, but I always need thank you cards. And then some cute stuff. So you'll get to make 6 easy easel cards with the Gathering Moments collection or suite. Uh-oh, I lost a little berry. Not quite sure where the berry went, but we'll figure it out. So if you like those, give me some love for those cards. A little bit of a change. And then I wanted to bounce back to Halloween. We haven't done a whole lot of Halloween. Kind of left that behind in July or August. But this week, Friday, is Halloween. I bet the teachers are totally excited that this is going to be gone, or going to be on the holiday, or on Friday night, so the teachers don't have to deal with the kids that are hungover from all the sugar. Okay. So I wanted to share this with you for my scrapbookers. This is a workshop just like the Close to My Heart stuff. So you've seen this format before. Cutting guide, and then little step-by-step with pictures. Very simple directions. And you can spill water on this and not have it get ruined. And of course I always have a backup for people who would like to make it more detailed or that. It's their special paper that is in this kit that is not in the other kits. But I just wanted to share, this is the regular paper there. The front paper was extra. And of course you get your cardstock. You get your bases. You get some super cute, yikes, super cute pages to put together there. So you want to play with that. Let me dump those out. I always need these for other stuff. I am not seeing anybody else with us, just you and me, Pat. But at least it's you and me. Let me know if you're having any trouble hearing me or that. Let me get onto here. So Pat, if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. It looks like she, whoops, might be gone. All right, so without further ado, we're going to grab this, and I wanted to get the colors of ink, and we're going to make 2 cards, but my giveaway is going to be a little bit different. I have this cute little pack of embellishments, and I'm going to give that away to a lucky person. I'm going to do just one giveaway, so it looks like, there's only a few people each time that are interested, so we're just going to hang on to that. And this is called the Spooky Sweet Specialty DSP paper that we're going to play with, because I have lots of extra, because, it's me. And I took the brick embossing folder. Oops, you guys don't need that. I grabbed these 2 stamp sets that are designed to work with it. Doesn't mean that you have to stick with just that. Cut us some card bases. And I pulled this out because I am going to fussy cut. Aren't these just the most stinking cute, excuse me, little guys you've ever seen? And there is a die in, oh, I'm going to sneeze here, guys. This is a nesting die that is in the Fright Night. And it's just perfect, in my humble opinion. We'll put those away before I lose them. And there's some other cute stuff like Boo and Eek. And I adore these spider webs. I just think they're super cute. Boo and Eek. And a spider. So I'm going to put those off to the side because I have some ideas with them. Alright. continue to play a little bit about this and that. Somebody is ringing our doorbell. I really hope that it is not. We have a bunch of elderly folks in our neighborhood, and not all of them, but most of them are pretty good moving, but sometimes not always so much. You know, you want everybody to be healthy. So I'm going to run through some of our spooky dooky spider webs. And I am going to double this up. Now these are a little bit detailed. I'm going to bring this over to here. And I'm going to run them through twice, just to be sure that I can get nice deep cuts on that. I doubt that I'll need to have this many, but you never know, right? Put that to the side. And then I thought, oh my gosh, these are like stinking cute. So I'm going to cut out the boo and the eek out of here. Now because I'm only going to cut these in single runs, I'm going to only need to go through once. But I always recommend cut yourself a few extra just in case. Look at this. Isn't that cute, you guys? Boo, eek, and a spider, of which they have decided to remain in here. So all you have to do is poke that out. Just like that. And then we have a little spider. We need another spider for what my brain is thinking. Let's see. Yeah, right? So I always like a little bit on the easy side to do. Boo and eek. Whoops. Gotta have my top plate. So I hope that everybody had a great weekend. I'm a little bit shocked that we're on the last week of the month of October. And that next month is, you know, really the beginning of all of the holiday fluff, if you will, of getting ready for things. And I don't know that I'm ready for that. All right, so we've got a few things cut out. Let's take a look at what we can make with this. Now, our colors that are in this paper here, we have Granny Apple Green, Black, Daffodil Delight is our yellow, our orange is going to be Pumpkin Pie, how appropriate. The pink is Petunia Pop, which is what I have out here. So Petunia Pop, Pumpkin Pie, Granny Apple. I mean, perfect colors, I think. This is, you know, not quite as purple as I would like it to be, but it's still pretty good. And then Daffodil Delight is our kind of our real yellow, because the Lemon Lolly is really more pastel-y. We just have those out. And I have a black out here as well. Okay. I took and then I embossed with the 3D embossing folder, that is the brick one, to create a background on this. And I cut out some other pieces and we're going to play. Here we go. I did have an idea in mind, so we're going to kind of go with that. And I thought I was going to go one way, but ended up going another. Funny how that works when you start creating. Now, I'm going to make sure this is the two-toned, and I really do like using two-toned. You know, you can cut. Well, actually, I like to use the cardstock, the 8.5 by 11 when I am cutting that. Okay, because the way the bricks look like they're to go up and down, I'm going to put it on like this. So sometimes I'll do the card in two different directions. I'm not going to do that today. This is nicely etched. You could use either side, but I want the bricks to kind of stick out. Maybe I did that on the wrong side. Well, I'm going to do one way and one the other way. This one, I'm going to make sure. Yeah, I feel like the detail is so much more. So we're actually going to put them on this way, even though I kind of feel like it ought to be. Where's that? Embossing folder. Little trick on the embossing folder, Stampin' Up's on the back. So I just wanted to, yeah, it should be. All right, do 1 and 1. That's a hard one to tell. I'll have to play with it and run one through and see what the upside is. I didn't look at that. And of course you're going to want to do an inside on this card because the cardstock is black. I just have a couple of these running around. Say hi. I see a few more people have jumped on a little bit here. So, okay, good. Hey Sue, thank you Pat for letting me know. So basically okay, I have to look at the computer for the conversations because I am not getting notification. Hey Leslie, how are you? Which is most annoying. Okay, so exciting things that I want to mention to you guys is we are running that special for joining, and it's a really, really good deal. I feel like this is off a little bit. Really good deal. $35 and $99. They are really stepping up the game for scrapbooking, which is the majority of us. And they are, you know, we're back with page protectors, flip flaps, page protectors for the Creative Memory albums as well, or strap bound albums. I don't know anybody else that does strap bound except for Creative Memories. I need to take my desk apart here. So I have the inside of my card in here. So now we're going to take a look at our tags. Now remember I said these were nesting tags. So I am going, or cut out this black piece right here. And there is actually a piece that you could cut out or use to cut out like a hole up here, but I also have these little punch here that I'm going to use. This is one of the most useful punches in the world. And then this tag, once it's stamped, will go right into here like this. Yep. So fun stuff, right? I just cut those out because I wasn't thinking about putting it on a background, and then I was like, oh, well, that's kind of silly. I'm going to, I think I'm going to use my purple. That's my iridescent stuff I really like. And I am going to use this. If you wanted to, on the larger tag, you could stamp that. And this is designed to work inside that. So this creates the background of a tag if you'd like. And this creates a nutmeg got spade. Oh, I bet she's unhappy. And this is the inside of this. Now this is a rubber stamp. See, the firmer the surface, the better the image you're going to get. And remember that these are going to be on the way out. I was going to show you, I got some of the November release in, not a lot, but just a few odds and ends out of that. And I was going to show you the new packaging. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of, where's my sponge daubers at? That's where my sponge daubers run away. I feel like my cat is not getting inked very well. Oh, may not be. It looks like that might be the way that it's supposed to be. Yep. So we will ignore the fact that I think that that isn't looking right. So Paper Pumpkin crew, we will have a class this week on Paper Pumpkin. So if you got this month's Paper Pumpkin, stay tuned. Join us, that way you get your stuff done. Now this is a little bit more tricky to do because you can't see where you're going, which is part of why I think they're headed to only doing what the rest of the industry is doing. So we have our Fright Night and our nice. Now you could, if you do not like this lighter pink or pinkish purple, go with a darker purple, and I think it would be just as pretty. And of course I'm wearing ink. It didn't take me too long, guys. I'm never, you know, it's so funny, I used to do this with rubber stamps and never think twice about it, right? Have clear stamps for years, and now I'm not totally sure I can do this right. So there is that. And we're going to mat those onto these black pieces that I cut out, and then we're going to do the hole punching. Even if you're die cutting, I highly suggest that you put this together and then hole punch afterwards. It is, I love Halloween. I do. And so now we have a cute tag with a great fun sentiment on it. And then I'm going to take this cute little punch and this is 1/8 of an inch for a circle, guys. Put this so that you can see where you're going, where you want to put this. That I almost always do upside down punching. Leslie, when do you guys head to the cabin to go scrapbooking? Kind of a crazy question, huh? I have this, I think this is Petunia Pop, and it's also iridescent. Let me see, yeah, it's Petunia Pop, so we're going to use this. I was thinking to myself that I had some iridescent thinner ribbon that might work better. Now this is fun. This is Petunia Pop. Petunia Pop is going to go away in May, because it was, is it May that they get the new catalog? Oh my gosh, you guys. Or I still cannot remember our new schedule. So this thin ribbon fits through this quite nicely, and I'm going to loop it through. Gotta watch my time here. Match those up, thread it through. I have some, look at that. It's not fun, guys? Now, before I do that, I want to take one of my cute little spider webs, pop them out. And this is one you gotta weed, because it's got like lots of little insides, you can see. Let me grab my, we do have a tool around here somewhere for this that's supposed to make this whole process easier. Not totally sure, but I'm going to put in some cute little spider webs into this. I just think it's going to take it up a notch. And on the top one, I have a little black spider. I was going to decorate, like really decorate, for Halloween, and I did not get the opportunity to decorate when Lisa was here, and then our weekends have been kind of rainy. It is definitely becoming fall in the Pacific Northwest. I just want to see something. If you wanted to, you could really get, these aren't quite quarters, these are a little bit more than quarters, but not a third either, so you'd have to have a couple more of these to make it round. So since I'm not really liking that, I'm just going to put this out here and put one down there. I don't want to have to cut it off, you guys, although it might be cute. I'm telling you. I love intricate dies. I do not like weeding them. Who's on that side? This Saturday you're going? Oh, fun. I'm jealous. And I confess that I wasn't terrifically fond of the stamp set itself, but I wanted the dies because I like the nesting dies. I just want to see something. I love nesting dies. I'm going to use them separately. But this is one of those ones that you really want to use, do your adhesive either on a craft mat through a Xyron machine so that you don't get adhesive where you don't want adhesive. I'm going to do that. Craft mat will allow the adhesive to stick to the mat and you just roll it up. Make sure you give Miss Scarlett a big old hug for me. All right, we have this. Put our little tag. I am going to 3D foam tape my tag up with dimensional dots or leftover dimensional. Don't ever throw this away. Every part of the foam tape sheet can be used somehow. Got that. I'm just going to offset that just a little bit. I hope that they come up with a replacement provider for their snips, because as much as I prefer my micro tip for placing my heart, these scissors right here, I really like theirs for cutting ribbon in that. So here are these cute little buggers on here. And yes, I'm cutting up the sheet because they're so cute. And they're like pencil sketches, you guys, that have been colored in. They don't have a die because, you know, sometimes they have the dies that fit. Oops, let's finish this job, part of the job here. I don't know if you guys can see the shimmer on this. And you pop that through, just like this. And then, since I knew I needed it shorter, oh, that was a bad. Now, I like about this ribbon is that it's the same on both sides. You know, sometimes with ribbon you can get, oh my goodness, I'm challenged today. That top does not want to snip nicely. Okay. Grab the rest of this. I am in need of a haircut today. It's funny. You grow your hair out. I just want it to be a little longer in the wintertime so that it covers the back of my neck so I'm not chilled. Okay, we're going to put this on. Cut out those little guys. Because they're cute. They're cute, they're cute, they're cute. I really should not sing. Okay. Now, my goal is to leave myself a little bit of room here to put the sentiment peeking out. Where's my ink? Of each side. And to put my cute little, and I probably should have put that down just a little bit more. Grab a pair of scissors here. Move the paper, not the scissors, and your cutting will be faster and smoother. I try to teach Jeff how to do this, and he's always like, just forget it. I failed. Scissors 101. I'm always surprised at the number of people that feel like they don't cut well. Always leave about 1/8 of an inch around the edge, and that will hide a lot of cutting flaws for what it's worth. And he's going to go there, and this cute little bugger here, little piggy, is going to go on the bottom here. Yeah. There we go. And the nice thing about both of these is they have the green pulled into this, a little bit of the petunia, is it petunia? Yeah, petunia pop in the ears and on the nose and wings of that. So, and of course, this guy's got to get popped up, right? I'm an expert. Oh, hi, Sue. How are you? All right. So we add this. Now, I'm going to bring out my little liquid glue gun to do this boo. It would have been fancier if I could have raised that up, but now let's try it. The worst it can do is not work, guys. We are going to try and raise this up. Oh, I have a spider somewhere in here too. I got to add my spider to the web. Now, how fun is this for a cute little thing? Okay, I don't know if y'all saw or didn't see, but my giveaway today, and we're only doing one giveaway, is this cutie patootie embellishments here. I feel like there should be another color under here, but it's this nice blue, gold, and silver. Perfect for the holidays, perfect for some winter cards. And I thought, ooh, somebody would love to get their hands on that. So closest to without going over while I finish these up. So I'm going to flip the eek and the boo, and I'm going to try something that I'm not 100% sure is going to work. Take your nonstick scissors. I am going to try and cut these into itty bitty pieces that I can fit onto the eek, or to the letters, not just the eek. Let's see if that's enough. I think this might work, you guys. Oh, yay. 11 from Pat. Who ordered? Oh, you ordered one. So Susan came to the class for the Stamp It Your Way class for last month's kit. And we got to talking about our favorite product. Does anybody have any guesses for the #1 selling product? That one didn't quite work right. That close to my heart. So I still don't know where I'm at. The #1 selling product for Stampin' Up. Any guesses? Let's see what you guys all think it is. A glue gun. Oh yeah, you will not regret buying the glue gun, I promise. Okay. I think this one might be big enough, small enough to go right into here. Yep. See anybody? 8, 9, 11. Anybody else putting a vote in for some cute little embellishments? They're good for scrapbooking too, because they're not like big stick up ones. You know, I'm kind of a medium scrapbooker. I don't like really heavy things in my books. Okay, let's see, 17 from Leslie. All right, I'm gonna pop these on here, and I will tell you right now, my winner is going to be Leslie. She's the closest to, without going over, to win this embellishment pack. Oh my goodness. Maybe these guys don't like to be cut. And one of the things I should have done was checked where I was going to have this go down. I need to take this off of there. Okay, and then I will use my little glue gun yet. Okay, glue gun, come here. A dab of glue right there, because that's perfection. And I have, here's one spider. And these spiders are really, really cool, guys. Ah, it's also a jumping spider. So I am actually moving the legs. I'm not gonna glue down the legs. I'm gonna bend them so that this guy has a little bit of gumption to him. Look at that. Isn't he cute? And then there's our boo. And you have a cute little card. And I do really, really like that embossing folder. I don't know if you guys can tell about the embossing folder or not. You guys able to see that? And I am not going to put in, I had some foam stars in here that go with this, but I am drawing a blank in them, meaning that I can't find them in my embellishment mess in here. Oh wait. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, right? I have a few stars on here to, and they match the Petunia Pop, you guys. Hands down. So there you go. One done. Put our eek on there. And then, did I tell you, Leslie, to private message me? I know you've been a winner before, and you know to send your address. Somebody asked me about, oh my gosh, the kits. You get to build your own kit. There is not a set kit that they want you to have. And for $99, it's over $200 of products that you get. Oh my goodness. Some things just don't cooperate very well when you cut them up into tiny pieces. And there we go. Eek. And a couple cards. And a couple people to go deliver these to in the neighborhood. Send a card. It's a hug in the mail, and it is not bills to pay, right? So here we go. Here's our 2 cards. I love the Eek and Moo. I did buy this for the dies. And this paper, I just love the little creatures in the paper. You guys have a good week, and I'll see you on the 30th, which is the day before Halloween. Spooky, spooky. Talk to you later. Have a good one.